Hi guys, what's up? I'm Jaina, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today's video is going to be another foundation review, and I really hope you're liking these foundation reviews because I do have quite a few up my sleeve still because I have a lot to try that I've wanted to try and kind of like comparisons that I wanted to do. So I do hope you're liking them. If you are liking them, let me know in the comments. Give this video a thumbs up. If you aren't already subscribed, do not forget to hit the subscribe button and join our little family as well. We have weekly videos for you guys to view, watch and enjoy. And this week we're just gonna get right into it. So this week I'm gonna be testing the Fenty Beauty Pro Filt'R Soft Matte Powder Foundation. That's a mouthful. So Pro Filt'R Soft Matte Powder Foundation by Fenty Beauty, and I'm going to be trying. And if you know me, if you've watched any of my other videos, including my new eavesdrop video, which I will pop here, I love Fenty. I love anything Fenty. I think her products are amazing. I think her colour range is amazing. Just what she has developed in a beauty brand is incredible. I'm super excited anytime she releases a new product. Her skincare is really good. If you do want me to do a video on her skincare, let me know in the comments as well, and I'll be sure to do a review on that one if you want it. But anyway, back to Pro Filt'R Foundation. So the box is really cute. I have got shade 300, so I kind of wear between 280 and 310. So I'm either 280, 300, 310, depending on like what my skin tone is, whether I have a tan or kind of what my complexion's feeling like at the time. I have got the 300 because I feel like that's going to sit on me a little bit better right now. It does say that it's a medium to full coverage for all. It's light as air, flawless filter effect. She absolutely loves this flawless blurring kind of effect base, which I'm here for. I'm all here for that. And if she can achieve it like the eavesdrop, like her, we are onto a winner. Now, I am not a huge fan of powder foundations. Like, I just feel like they don't sit on my face well. I do have combination skin and it does tend to like draw out my dry areas. I feel like it doesn't sit properly on my nose here. So I'm quite interested to see what this is like. I have seen really, really good reviews about this. So I do want to be really honest with this. And if I like it, I like it. If I don't, I don't. Heads up, I'm not a powder foundation type of girl. I'm very much a liquid cream foundation person, but we're going to try it because we try everything on this channel. So on her website, it does say that it is long wear, light as air, and that it will not have flashbacks as well. It does say that it is a blur filter complex to deliver the ultimate blurring finish. And it also says that it's sweat, humidity, and crease resistant, which is going to be interesting to see because powders, obviously you put them on to not crease. So I think that would be quite interesting to see if it does that in a foundation. Also said that it's buildable from light to full coverage, which I'm not sure because you can go from like light to medium and medium to full, but claiming you can go from light to full, I wonder how many times you'll have to apply it to kind of get that full coverage. So that'll be interesting to see. And it also says that it does not settle into your lines or clog your pores up, which is going to be good to see as well. Again, for powder foundation, it's a lot to say as a statement because powders tend to be cakey. Like even when you're kind of baking, if you bake, like you can see the more you put on, the more cakier it looks. So I think it's going to be quite interesting to see. Really like Fenty packaging. I'm just going to pop it out. Again, it's a really sleek, compact, nice, kind of like all her other packaging. And when you open it, it's really nice. It's got a mirror on the top here. So really nice there. And then underneath you've got, that's actually really cute, isn't it? So you've got a mirror here, you've got the product, and then you've got this little shiny thing, which I think is really cute. Then we've got like the sponge applicator. So I think I'm going to put it on with the sponge applicator, but because this is a powder, what I think I'm going to do first, I'm actually just going to get some concealer and I'm going to conceal my under eyes first because I just feel like I've got like a few spots here, so I just want to cover. Can we just take a second for this volcano that has appeared on my face? So before I came on, I did prep my face with SPF, and then I have used my Revolution Pro Glow Primer. I just really like it at the moment. It's like a really dewy, glowy primer. It's a really nice glow kind of like here. So I do really enjoy that. So I will put that in the drop down as well, so you can have a look at that. Now, I think I'm actually going to go in with the sponge now. I don't know how I feel about it on the sponge. Like, I feel like it looks kind of... Now, Fenty has said that she's been working on this for kind of like 2 or 3 years, which to me is amazing that she's actually wanted to dedicate that much time to making such a good product. So we're going to see, I'm going to apply it to my face. I think the colour might be okay. It might be a little bit light, and maybe I should have got 310. It is really smooth to put on. Really, really, really smooth. Really nice. I'm just very aware I'm putting a powder on my face. Do we blend it out with a brush? I don't know. I mean, you can see already the coverage that it's given is like a really strong coverage. I'm glad I kind of did my eyes underneath. I think that needed to happen. Does this look too like chocolatey for my skin? Like, I don't know if the colour's quite right, but we're gonna ignore the colour for a minute, because maybe I would have got a different shade if I'd done the quiz, but I kind of knew my shade colours. I'm just gonna apply it on my neck to kind of blend that all in. Okay, I don't know if you can actually see on the sponge as well, it looks very cakey on there. And I'm actually quite surprised that much product has come off on it, actually. I feel really cakey. I don't know why. Like, I don't know if it's just because I'm very aware that it's a powder product. Like, I just feel like here, in this area, I feel really cakey. I'm just going to blend it in with a brush just to... Okay, it is super, super, super light. The coverage actually has surprised me. I think... I've got hair all over my face. The coverage has actually surprised me quite a lot. I didn't expect this good of a coverage. I had quite a lot of blemishes here in this area, and you can see that it's done a really good job of kind of blurring those out. You can kind of see this one here, but it has blurred it and taken away the redness of that one. I think the lighting is just really bad in this room actually, but the colour's not too bad. It does look a little bit off. I just feel like really cakey here. I don't know why, like just kind of in this areas. I feel like I just want to take a little bit more here. It hasn't got a scent to it, which is really nice. It's really, I'm actually just amazed at how light it actually feels for pressed powder, but I'm just aware I've got powder around this area. So maybe I went a little bit too heavy here, but it'll be interesting to see actually, because I do get lines here. So it'll be interesting to see if that kind of creases through the day. Interesting. Okay, it's very interesting. I'm not sure. And I don't know if it's because I don't like powder foundations or whether it's because I'm just not sure on the product. I'm going to do the rest of my face and then I'm going to come back. Okay, so I'm back and I have done my full face. A couple of things that I noticed is I feel very cakey here. I've applied powder products on top because I just felt like that would probably sit better on top of the powder. Kind of, you don't want to put any cream products on and then it kind of just shifts and moves on your face. But I thought I would show you. So in terms of SPF, I have used my La Roche-Posay 50 plus SPF. I use that every day on my face. It's so good. It does not leave any white residue, so really good for coloured skin. And I used the Revolution Fix and Glow Primer. That was the one I was talking about. It's a really cute, super sleek bottle. And then in terms of bronzer that I put on top, I used the Physicians Formula Bronzer. It's one of my, favorite bronzers. Like, it smells of a holiday in a bronzer and I just love that. And it just is super creamy on the skin. Really, really nice. And then in terms of highlighter, I used the Fenty Beauty here, which is Mean. No, it's not. Here it is. Mean Money. That's the one I used. And then mascara, I used my new favorite, which is the Maybelline Sky High mascara. So I will link all of those products in the drop down below. But back to the Fenty foundation. So like I said, I feel very cakey here. I'm just very aware that I'm wearing powder foundation. I feel like what I've done is I'm wearing foundation. I've just powdered like heavily on my nose and I'm very aware of that. And I don't know how I feel about it yet. So I feel like once it's kind of settled into my skin through the day, I will do check-ins to kind of see what that actually looks like. One thing I do have to say is it is so soft. So I've already said how light it was and how good it went on and the coverage that you get for how light the product is. But oh my God, it is so soft on my skin, like really, really soft. So I definitely like that. Another thing I found is I don't know how much of a buildable coverage it is, because I've put it on once and yes, I think the coverage is good. I think it's quite a medium coverage. I wouldn't say that you could build it up to a full coverage because I feel like it would look really cakey. And I wouldn't say that it's like a light coverage if you're using it for your whole face. I think if you were using a foundation and then using this as like a true pressed powder, or kind of like to set your makeup like under your eyes or on your cheeks, I think it would be light coverage then. But I think if you're using it over for an all over base, I think it's like a medium coverage. What I do have to say though is at the moment, I think yes, the coverage is really good. I think that the it's super soft, super light, but I feel like my face looks really flat. I feel like there's not much dimension to my face, and there's not a lot of texture. I just feel like it looks really flat as a powder. So I'm still unsure whether I like a powder foundation. I know I don't, but I'm still unsure whether I like this one. But like I said, I will be back and I will do check-ins through the day and I will let you know how I get on. Hi, so I am back. It is currently 3:30. So I've had the makeup on for about 3, 4, 5, maybe like 6 hours now. So kind of like a working day. My initial feedback is it doesn't actually look that bad on my skin. I think it sits really nice on my skin still. It's worked with my skin really well. I know initially I said, oh God, it just feels so cakey because it was a powder product. However, I actually think it looks really nice on my skin now. I do think the coverage is not great under my eyes. So again, I've used concealer and then I've put it on top. I feel like I might have to use a little bit of a heavier concealer rather than kind of like a natural one, just to kind of get that coverage. My nose is very shiny. I do think that that would either need reapplying or blotting down. And in terms of transfer, you can see on my glasses that I've had transfer from the foundation. So when I come in, you can see where it's transferred and where it kind of like removes the makeup. And I think that's just around my face, because you can see here where the product seems to be separating just a tiny bit across my forehead here and like across my pores here. My pores are really coming through now, and I don't know if that's because that's my problem area. Like my T-zone is always my oily area, but it does seem to be separating from my like oils in my skin. It has been 6 hours, so that is quite a good amount of time to wear it for. I do overall think it does look good on my skin right now, but I will check in again later on this evening for a final review. Okay, so I thought I would just check in at the end of the night. It is currently 10 to 9, so I've had the foundation on for maybe like, I want to say almost 12 hours now. No, about 10 hours. So I think that's really good. What I do have to say is that I am very shiny and I can just feel like the product is just mixing and sitting on my face. So I'm really excited to just take my makeup off today. But what I would say is you can, like, obviously you can see where I'm really shiny. Makeup is just like meh for the day. But I just want to show you here where you can see it's really detached. There's like no product on my nose anymore. It's really detached here and just extra shiny. My pores are just enlarged, like it's just sunk into my pores. And I do want to show you, like, it has creased under my eyes. I don't know if you can see. And I just feel like the coverage under my eyes wasn't great. The coverage under my eyes alone was not that great. I feel like my texture, I think I've said it before as well, I just felt like my face was very one-dimensional. There was not really any kind of dimension to my face. I just felt very like meh, like one texture as such. I think especially because I was just using powder products on top of powder, because you can't blend cream on top of powder. So on that basis, I just wasn't sure about it. I actually really like the product if I was going to use it as if I was going to use the product as a pressed powder, so maybe like to set my under eyes, I actually really like it for that, or kind of keep it as a compact in my bag to kind of like block my nose and top up. I do quite like that. But I think my initial reaction is that it just went on really cakey, and I think for the price, I think it's about £27. I just think there is other cheaper high street options that could do that job. However, if you did want it to use it as a foundation, as a full coverage, like a all over your face coverage, it is good for that. It just does not sit well on my skin. And I just didn't like the feel of like powder base. I know that's what they used to do like back in the day. They just used to use like powder base. There was no like all this liquid foundation and concealer and everything. So I think in that aspect it was quite nice, but it just, like I said, it didn't sit well on my face. So I'm struggling to say I recommend this product. I feel like if you like Fenty and you like powder products, yeah, you will like this. However, just for me, it didn't work. Would I buy it again? Probably not. I really like the Maybelline Fit Me pressed powder, and also I just like my MAC powder. I've used it for years, like probably decades, and it's just like a trusty product. However, I do like the look of the Fenty one. Again, just fits in as a compact. So I'm just like, I mean, like I'll use it to kind of like set my face, like I've said. I don't know if I'll use it as an all over coverage again, but when this runs out, would I buy it again? Probably not. I just think she has so many products that are amazing that I just don't think I'd waste my money on this. And it's really sad because I do really like Fenty products. Like I don't think there's been one Fenty product that I do not like. So I'm kind of good about it because it's a good product. It's just not for me. That's all I have to say. It's a good product. It's just not for me. And obviously you can all make your own decisions, but I hope this helped, and I hope this kind of gave you a little insight into the product. But let me know in the comments if you do try it out. I'd be so keen to know what other people thought, because it's got so many positive reviews and everyone raves about it, but I just want to know how other people found it like sat on their skin. But sorry for the awful lighting in this last part. It is late at night, it's dark, and I've not got my ring light, but I just wanted to come on here and give my final views. But yeah, thanks for tuning in. Do not forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel for next week's content, and I'm so excited to have you join the family. Okay, so I thought I'd finished filming, but I haven't, because it's about 10:30 right now, so I've actually had the product on for a little bit longer than I thought I was going to. I thought I was just going to take it off, but I haven't. But what I would want to say is, within the day of wearing this product, my skin has broken out so much on my chin, and I do not get spot chins. Like I barely get spot chins. I always get them on my cheeks and kind of like on my forehead here whenever I have spots. I think the product itself was just too much powder for my face, that it felt like it was just too much on like that area of my face. And I don't know if you can see because the lighting is not that great anymore, but I've come out in like tiny little spots all across here, and I just didn't have those before. So the only thing I can really put it down to is this product. My skin is quite reactive, so obviously if I use something new and it doesn't sit well with my skin, I will kind of react to it within that day. That's just my skin type. The fact that I've broken out again, I don't know if I'll be using it as a base. I mean, I am going to try using it on top of a foundation to kind of see how I feel then, but I just think it's too much for a base. And obviously if you want to build up coverage by putting on a couple of layers, I just don't think that's going to sit well with my skin. So that's my final review on this product. If you did like it, don't forget to hit the like button. If you also liked this product, let me know in the comments your thoughts on it, and do not forget to subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you in my next review.